Why? Because we see covenants made with Abraham and Isaac. Right? Isaac is even called the child of the covenant. That his descendants would in some way be elevated, be blessed, be given special opportunities. However, if you ask the average Jewish person, what's the status of a Molech in their belief system, they'll say, well, they're not Jewish. They're like an evil people. As a matter of fact, we have a commandment to wipe their whole existence from earth. Now, isn't a Molech not just a descendant of Abraham, but also a descendant of Isaac? If you do a concordance search for the term cut off, over 100 times in the Torah, it says that if an Israelite does this and this, he shall be cut off from his people. This idea that what God elevates is DNA, that's not the trend we see in the Torah. On Mount Sinai, there was a mixture of non-Hebrews and Hebrews, and they all, a few chapters later, are all identified as Israel. What it's trying to tell us is that Israel is a nation. It's a nation united via a philosophy, and that philosophy is Torah observance. This is why I teach that Judaism is universal from its inception, because Muslims walk around saying, well, the Torah is for Jews, but the Quran's for everybody. No, the Torah was for everyone from the beginning. As a matter of fact, the average person claiming to be Jewish nowadays is most likely a descendant of the mixed multitude. The rabbis in the Talmud teach that there were more members of the mixed multitude on Mount Sinai than actual Hebrews. This notion of purity does not exist, and the idea that someone would want to believe in a God who has favorites, that behavior would be unbecoming of a good God, clearly, right? So, yeah, I mean, people don't know how this message is so important, especially now, when they're accusing us of bigotry, of being so insular and only caring about themselves. If the Torah is telling us that this is a universal belief system, that God, with the mixed multitude, is pleading with them, saying, choose Torah, right? I mean, you can imagine how they would be acting if there was Chabad, shluchim around them, like telling them, don't accept Torah, remain Noahites. I mean, that's what they tell them nowadays. If it's good today, why wouldn't it have been good at Mount Sinai? Because it's clearly better to follow God and keep his commandments than to live as some sort of second-class citizen, right? But these people, I don't get it. If anyone knows any rabbi who pushes the Noahide laws as an alternative to Judaism, please tell them that Rabbi Asher Meza would love to debate him publicly. And I've debated many rabbis on this topic. Go to TorahJudaism.org under media and debates. I have over 180 debates with Muslims, Christians, rabbis on all topics, including this one. Virtually every rabbi I've ever debated on this topic will never say I'm wrong. There is no law to encourage the Noahide laws to anyone who wants to convert to Judaism. No law. That's what they do nowadays. You tell them, I want to convert to Judaism. They'll say, why would you want to convert? Stupid response, right? There's no law that says to do this. There's no obligation. There's no obligation to accept formal Noahides nowadays outside of the Messianic era. But these people don't know. They just don't. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think I must be a genius, or everyone around me just might be slow. Anyways, welcome BRIJB9.